It's Monday, and I'm on my way to the cafe. Thank you for coming for another week of writing, Little PG, and publishing. The time is 11:30. I will go to the cafe. There are some admin tasks that I need to do. It's not about the daily side of things. So there are some processes that I want to put up. I first want to figure out what the situation is with our translators and what series we're going to translate. I want to make sure I have a schedule at least until July, August. So I want to pair translators with series, see at what point I will need to reach out to new translators and where will I need to sign new series. And then I want to set up a dashboard where each of our narrators, each of our audiobook producers can go every day or every week and update like a percentage gauge that says how much of the audiobook they have produced, and then I will bind each of these particular each of these individual dashboards to a master dashboard where I can see the progress of all of the audiobooks we're having produced at a glance. This is because I was looking at what's coming out in the pipeline and I had to go to so many messages and emails. It has come to the point that I cannot remember everything, so I need to centralize that somewhere and it's easily accessible. And I guess I will go on with some more research after that, maybe do some payments and maybe write a few words. Alright, I'm heading back home. I just finished work at the cafe. Time is around 4. Let me put this here. So the time is around 4 right now. I managed to get a lot of things done. I prepared an overview file for our audiobook production. So what I did is I sent each of our narrators a Google Sheet where they can update the percentage of completion for the book they're producing, and all of these files come into a master sheet where I can essentially have an overview of all of our audiobooks. So that was the first thing that I did. The other thing was create an overview of all of the translations for the year. Of course, I do not have all of the series signed, but I know the availability of our narrators and I know where I want to go in regards of how many books I would like to get translated per month and what I want each genre to get. So at this point I know exactly when I need to sign more series on each genre that we're translating, and I know when I need to find new translators. So at the moment the pressure is to get more Roman series and find science fiction translators. The most pressing issue, of course, is to find to sign new Roman series. So that is what I did afterwards. I did some research. I found, I think, 8 potential series that would work in the German market, and I noted them down. I contacted one of them, and so now I'll go home, grab a bite, walk with Poco, then go to the gym and probably work another hour later on, communicating with these authors, or at least trying to find some form of communication with them. I think this is going to be pretty much my Monday. It's Tuesday, and I'm on my way to the cafe. The time is 12:30. I had a couple meetings. I had like 3 hours worth of meetings that were unrelated to the book industry, but what can you do? I do not have much of a plan of what I'm going to do today. I saw that I have an email from my tax advisor, which I'm meeting them I think next week, so there's not much to do there, and I guess I will continue looking into finding romance authors and try to sign more series. And also I have a call with a literary agent who represents a lot of romance authors, so later today, so perhaps something might come out of that call if we can, if we think this is going to work and then the numbers are agreed to by both parties. But for now I'm just heading to the cafe. So I'm back home. I got a second coffee and I came to work from home. I managed to not exactly carry out, but I did a lot of work. At least it felt like a lot of work. Excuse me while I fiddle with my latest 3D prints. I communicated with my tax advisor, like I said, and then I went back into finding the author details for romance books. I'm still not done with yesterday's list. I went, for some of them I went really deep, because I know that in many cases there isn't one author behind the pen name. So it's really a company or a group of authors, and getting in touch with them can be tricky. So I even emailed the cover artist who did the cover for them, or an audiobook narrator who did produce audiobooks for them, just to get an email, just to get in touch with them. I don't know if it will work, but doing the best that I can. I think I will continue doing this for a couple of hours. So the time is 3 o'clock. So this will probably be the rest of the day. I will do some more research, and this will also probably be some of at least the following days, because this is a priority at the moment, and I need to do as much as I can to reach this annual goal that I set, which is to put my best effort into assigning more romance series. And because this is, this research part, it might not look like work, but it takes time, and ultimately it is what needs to happen. So this is Tuesday for me. It's Wednesday. I'm on my way to the cafe. Time is getting close to 12 o'clock. I decided to do something different today. I went to the gym first, and now I'm going to work. Well, actually, I'm going to meeting some friends for lunch, and then I'm going to work. The weather is okay, I guess, considering. I had the call with this agent yesterday. I think it went well. We agreed on almost everything. I provided them my terms for working together and what I'm looking for. They have many romance authors, many romance titles, and so at this point the ball is on my court to find series that I would like to sign. I would then send her the list of the series that I'm interested in, and they can take that along with my offer to the authors, and we'll go from there. Other than that, I saw that I got an email back from one of the male romance authors that I contacted. They reviewed the contract that I sent them. They have some questions, so I need to respond to that email. But I think that might move forward, which is great, because then it means that we're over this hurdle of not having titles in this genre that we want to expand in, and we would essentially be reaching the next hurdle, which is finding a translator, a suitable translator for this, and like a workflow with beta readers and everything, and then eventually getting a steady flow of titles in that genre. I'm almost at the cafe, so I'll have some lunch and get on working. The time is 4:30. I didn't get much work done because shortly after I arrived at the cafe, a friend of mine visited, and then some more friends, and it was a great day, just not a lot of work done. I did manage to respond to the email from the author, but I haven't looked at the agent's catalog yet, which is fine, because this is something that I would be able to do more easily with my setup. By the way, I don't know if I've shown my setup. So I have 3 monitors, and so I can put up a video on one monitor, watch something while I browse through their catalog, have Amazon open on another screen and check the reviews and maybe the blurb, etc. So this is going to be a process, but I think this is a much better suited environment to do that. And I guess I'll work for like an hour more, and then call it a day. It's Thursday and I'm not in the cafe. I'm working from home for the first half of the day. I'm meeting a friend for some coffee around noon, and I need to continue looking over the agent's catalog anyway, so I might as well do it from home. I managed to go over 90% of the main agent's authors and series, and I'll try to finish their list before heading out. However, this agent works or employs more junior agents who have catalogs of their own, so I will be looking at those as well. The way I'm doing my research is searching all of the authors on Amazon and opening new tabs with series that I think might fit well in the market based on their covers and blurbs. In a separate Excel file, I note down the name of the author, the name of their series, the number of books in their series, the average rating of book 1, the number of reviews of book 1 and book 2, and the year of publication for book 1. It's quite obvious why I note the names of the author and series, but let me explain the rest of them. The number of books is a good indicator of how well the series performed. Also, longer series are easier to market with ads because each person who picks up the first book might pick up the rest of the books after that as well, so their acquisition has a lot more value than readers of standalones. The average rating of book 1 is a great way to weed out books that might underperform. A 4.4 is the average rating on this search, so if a book is close to 4 stars, it's an easy pass, because people will most probably read it and not pick up books too, while books with 4.6 stars are great candidates. Then, I note the number of reviews on book 1, which roughly translates to how successful the book was. The book of reviews on book 2 will help me understand roughly what the read-through rate from book 1 to book 2 is, meaning how many people are gripped enough by it to continue reading the series. And lastly, the year is there so that I can understand how long did each book have to reach this number of reviews. A book with 2,000 reviews that came out in 2023 is a lot more relevant and successful than a book with 2,000 reviews that came out in 2016. In any case, this wasn't the only task I had to take care of before going out. Our web developer sent me a link to the Shopify website he created for our books, complete with a working flow for buying a book and getting it delivered to your email. I tried it and it works perfectly, so we have the skeleton ready. The next part is making it pretty and creating video tutorials to assist anyone who takes over this process. Next up, today's Lit RPG release day. On the German front, we have a new series from Seth Ring called Dreamer's Throne. Seth himself has said that this is the best story he's written so far, so I'm excited to see how readers will like it. On the English-speaking front, we just released a book written by my mother. Release is the second book in the Temple of Licavier series, and I'm really proud to see this go live. This series is being translated from Greek to English, and putting these books out always feels nice. After making sure that I posted about the books and promoted them, I took another look at my emails, and boy is there work to do. One of our narrators sent us the files for the project he just wrapped up. I always run the files through a software called Second Opinion to make sure they're up to ACX standards, and it seemed that there were a few things that needed fixing. The narrator got the email and updated the files almost immediately, so I was able to send it to our distributor along with the necessary paperwork and get it ready for release. There were quite a few more emails to take care of, but I think I'll leave this for when I go to the cafe later on. The visit to the cafe turned out to involve no work at all, however, and it was quite a short one as I met with some friends for coffee and then went back home to work from there. Poco really appreciated that, and I was able to continue my research and settle most of my tasks for the day. Today, Poco had an appointment at the vet, so we woke up at around 9 and walked there. It's nothing serious really, but we needed to get some blood work done. His teeth need cleaning, which requires anesthesia, so we needed to check he's in good health for such a procedure, as he's 13 years old already. Anyway, he didn't enjoy the visit too much, but the results came back great. After we returned, I put down some food for him, left pirate software playing on YouTube to keep him company, and went to the cafe to do some work.
Alright, we came back from the vet, and I'm at the cafe. I'm checking my emails. I got an email from the person who's doing our short form videos. We're back working through Fiverr. He came around. Essentially, he wasn't checking his emails, but I cannot deal with the delay, so I'm going through Fiverr again. I gave them a chance to essentially keep the commission that Fiverr gets. But yeah, it didn't work, so we're going through Fiverr again. So I need to check these emails. I also see that I have an invoice from Meta on ads, and the male romance author that I was speaking with, they came back with this hand contract, so that deal is moving forward. We have a call today in 7 hours. Because they're in California, to just get to know each other and just iron out some details. And then I see that I already have the newsletter that is going out tomorrow for one of our audiobooks. So that is the 6th Battle-Mage Farmer audiobook. I think this is probably the biggest. No, not yet, but it's getting there. The biggest success in terms of Lit RPG audiobooks. And after that, I will continue combing through the agents catalog. Essentially, I've gone through the lead agent and I think a couple more agents that are working for her or with her. And yeah, they don't have as many books as a main agent, so I hope that I will finish that this today. Maybe check the file over the weekend and decide my top 5 or top 10 and send them an email. And this is what I'll do.
So it turned out that some of the agents had a lot more authors than I initially thought, so this will probably be something that will bleed over the weekend. But it's fine because it's something I can do while having some videos play on the background. In other words, it's something I enjoy doing as it's only the first step in the analysis. One last thing that happened this week and made me extremely happy was someone asking for our publishing company online.
You see, there's this Facebook group called 20 Books to 50K that is the biggest group of indie authors online. They run conventions and have a treasure trove of knowledge in there. In fact, it's where I learned the first things I needed about publishing, and I still go there from time to time in case I want to quickly look for some information on publishing related things. And for the first time, someone asked if anyone has heard of my company, Zweihänder Publishing, as they were approached by it. This is an author I emailed recently about the rights to the Roman series. But that's not the thing that made me happy. It was the responses below. People were saying how happy they are with what we've done for them and praising the quality and fairness of our work. And that moment was worth to me more than any revenue number I've ever seen on my dashboards. It also led to a best-selling author discovering us and emailing me about the rights to their series only a few hours later. And I'm sure they are only the first of many that will do so. So, on this positive note, thank you all for joining me on another week of writing and publishing. I would appreciate you subscribing to this channel and leaving a comment if you enjoyed it. Thank you very much, everyone. Okay, bye!